You're clearing leaves off the garden path, just doing yard work like any other afternoon. A soft green shape catches your eye on a low branch. Fuzzy, almost cute, the kind of thing kids point at and want to touch. Your fingers are already reaching toward it. Stop, because that harmless-looking caterpillar is one of the most dangerous insects you could ever pick up with your bare hands. This is a venomous spine caterpillar. Species like Lonomia obliqua in South America or the saddleback caterpillar found across parts of the U.S. Unlike the soft, harmless caterpillars most of us grew up handling, these are covered in hollow, needle-like spines connected directly to venom glands underneath the skin. Here's what almost nobody realizes. This isn't a bite, and it isn't a sting in the traditional sense. It's closer to hundreds of tiny hypodermic needles injecting venom the instant they make contact with skin. No aggression required, no warning growl, just a brush of a hand against a branch. Before you ever get close enough to touch one, there's almost always a visible signal. You just have to know what you're looking for. Bright, contrasting colors on a caterpillar's body, electric greens, oranges, deep reds, are nature's universal warning label. In the animal kingdom, that kind of coloring almost always means, "I am dangerous, stay away." The problem is, humans are trained to see bright colors on small, fuzzy creatures as a sign of cute rather than caution. That instinct is exactly backwards here, and it's the single biggest reason people get hurt. For most species, contact causes intense burning pain, swelling, and a rash that can last for days. But for the most dangerous species, like Lonomia obliqua, the reaction can go far beyond local pain. Its venom contains anticoagulant compounds that interfere with normal blood clotting. In documented severe cases, contact with multiple caterpillars has led to internal bleeding serious enough to require hospitalization, and in rare untreated cases has been fatal. This is why medical professionals in regions where Lonomia is common are trained to recognize the specific bleeding pattern it causes, because without treatment, the body can lose its ability to clot normally within hours. In parts of Brazil, cases have been documented where people brushed against tree trunks covered in these caterpillars without ever seeing them. The caterpillars often gather in groups, camouflaged against bark. Multiple simultaneous stings dramatically increase the amount of venom entering the body, which is why hospitalizations tend to involve people who had no idea more than one caterpillar was even present. The pattern is almost always the same. The person never saw a threat because they were looking for movement, not color. The rule is simple, and it works almost everywhere. If a caterpillar has bright, unusual coloring or visible spines and hair-like bristles, don't touch it. Not with bare skin, and ideally not at all. Teach kids the same rule early, since curiosity is exactly what puts small hands at risk. If contact does happen, the general first response is to remove any visible spines carefully. Tape can help lift them out. Avoid rubbing the area, and seek medical attention promptly if pain is severe, spreading, or accompanied by unusual bruising or bleeding. Here's what changes how most people see this creature. Those same venomous spines aren't random cruelty. They're one of the most effective defense systems in the insect world, evolved specifically because caterpillars are slow, soft, and otherwise defenseless against birds, rodents, and other predators. Without them, most of these species simply wouldn't survive to become the moths and butterflies they're built to grow into. So the caterpillar you almost picked up isn't secretly aggressive. It's just built to survive a world where almost everything wants to eat it, using the only weapon evolution gave a creature with no legs to run and no teeth to bite: Next time something small and colorful catches your eye in the garden, remember, bright color is rarely an accident in nature. Look before you touch. The warning sign is usually right there in plain sight. If animal behavior like this fascinates you, subscribe. There's a warning sign hiding in almost every creature we cover next.